To find a PhD can be very stressful. There are many ways to find a PhD. You can send direct emails to the professors, to can reach to different labs, but there are also some easy ways. By the way, let me tell you that there is no easy way, but a bit easier way is to apply for Marie Curie Fellowship. In this video, we are just only going to discuss Marie Curie Fellowship. It's for PhD and postdoc. It's not for masters, and if you are applying for masters, the similar scholarship is Erasmus Mundus scholarship. First, we'll discuss the benefits, what is Marie Curie Fellowship, what they offer, and then we'll jump into my PC and I will show the complete process that how you should apply a Marie Curie Fellowship. And let me tell you, it has a lot of benefits. You will be studying in Europe, you will be getting a high salary, which is around 3 to 4 thousand euros, depending upon the country that you will be studying in. And also, if you have a family, you can move with them too. You will get extra money for them too, and they can also work there. There are different rules for different countries, so it really depends, but you can move with your family and you will get extra amount. There are plenty of other funds related to Marie Curie Fellowship. For example, you will be getting travel costs, but the most important, you will be studying in one of the top universities of Europe. So that's the important thing, and you will be involved in a research which is based in industry. So it's very easy to get a job after that PhD. Many students think that after getting a PhD it's harder to find a job, but now things are getting very different. Now if you have a PhD you get higher pay, and after COVID the job market is becoming very saturated and competitive, and companies are looking for PhD. So in this time it's very good thing to do a PhD, and the best option is a Marie Curie Fellowship with a lot of benefits. So let's jump into my PC screen and I will show you a complete, a detailed step-by-step process of how to apply for a Marie Curie Fellowship. Clicking the link in the description, you will be on this website and you can find everything about how to apply in a Marie Curie Fellowship. First, you will see what is Marie Curie Fellowship, and you will see the objectives of this fellowship, and then you will see the benefits that are involved in this fellowship, and multiple benefits as I told you before. And then you will see the eligibility criteria. The one thing about eligibility criteria is if you have a master's degree and you have not done a PhD before, then you are eligible. That's the simplest eligibility criteria. And for funding, it's like you can read this blog. By the way, monthly living expenses depends on the country you will be studying in. So if you're studying in Italy, you will be getting a less stipend. If you're studying in, for example, Denmark or countries like Germany, you will be getting a higher stipend. So everything depends on the country you will be studying in. And now we'll see how to apply in a Marie Curie Fellowship. Just click on this link and you will be on the website of official website of Marie Curie Fellowship. And here you can see around 12,000 jobs that are listed on this website. You will see jobs related to masters, you will see jobs related to PhD, you will see everything available on this website. Everything in Europe is available here related to academics mainly, and sometimes jobs are related to some fields like engineering and other related fields, but most of the jobs listed here are related to academics. So you can see that here you have the filters, like it's a job or funding. You can select the filter you want. For example, researcher's profile, you are a first stage researcher if you want to do a PhD, and if you want to do a postdoc you are a recognized researcher, and if you want to, there are stages of the researchers. You can see it's like it's not a big deal. You can select the positions from here. Here you can see the PhD positions and postdoc positions, and for example we will be applying for PhD and we'll be selecting PhD here. And it's very easy. By the way, I suggest you to go through all of these projects because research groups list their projects here, and sometimes it's very hard to detect your relevant field here. I suggest to go through each project one by one so that you understand that which project is more related to your field, and then you can apply in that project. And for example, if you come here on the funding program, we can see Erasmus Plus, we can see Horizon Europe and other. By the way, the Marie Curie Fellowship is MSCA, Horizon Europe. It's a Marie Curie Fellowship, and if you check in this, you will see only Marie Curie Fellowships. But if you don't check in this, you will see all the PhD positions or any other job listed in Europe. So I suggest to apply not only in Marie Curie Fellowships but other fellowships too. And, if you are considering to apply for a PhD in Europe, then there are multiple opportunity. If these are 12,000 jobs, I guarantee you that more than 8,000 are PhDs. So I suggest to go through each project one by one and just apply. And now we'll see how to apply. For example, if we are looking for a Marie Curie, then we can select here a Marie Curie Fellowship. For example, these, for example, this and this and this, and we'll select all the Horizon Europe and things. So now close and apply filters. And once the filters are applied, and now we'll see 907 jobs are listed related to Horizon Europe. Now here we'll be looking for a PhD. For example, this is a postdoctoral position in CNRS, which is a renowned collaboration of research laboratories in France. And you will see, by the way, the country is also listed here. And we'll see here the PhD position. It's a PhD position, and we are on the page of PhD position. Here you can see the department, the field that is involved. But I'm suggesting you to go through each project one by one to find your relevant project. Also, it's very easy to find your project. You can search by filters. For example, if you're looking for your research field, and in my case, my research field is acoustics and aerospace. And if I select this, apply filters, and you will be seeing only related to your field. So for example, it's a PhD position in millimeter wave rectenna, and I go for this, and here is everything available related to this PhD. This PhD will be starting in October 2024, and the application deadline is this, and the country is France, and the position is PhD, and they need a researcher profile R1, which is after masters. The researchers is usually considered as R1. So you can read the offer description here. If the PhD will be at University of Bordeaux. Sometimes the PhDs are of multiple universities are involved in one PhD. So it's very important to see that which universities are involved and which is your parent university. So where to apply? It's like in each case things are different, but in this PhD you just have to send an email, a detailed email, which will be like written that what they need basically. So you have to send a detailed email on this email address, and their requirements are this, and they need these skills, and they need these specific requirements. And by the way, let me tell you guys that if your profile is not relevant to the PhD, don't apply in that PhD. Apply in only those projects which are highly relevant to your field, your research experience. And it's very important to have a research experience if you want to pursue a PhD, because without research experience and you have studied outside Europe, then it's hard to get a PhD. But if your prior education is in Europe and you want to do a PhD even without research experience, then you can find a PhD by using this portal. And this was, by the way, a simplest version of applying, just sending an email to this. And now we'll see a detail like if there is any portal involved in the application process. For example, if we see this PhD of virtual vibroacoustics prototype, um, yeah, I hope that there will be any portal involved in this PhD position. And it's similar, we can see the deadline is 27th of August 2024, and PhD will be starting in 1st of January 2025. And PhD is Marie Curie, and you can see the complete description here. If it's relevant to your field, then you should apply in this PhD. And website to apply, you should see, by the way, clearly check all the skills that are required, because it's very very important to have a skill that they need. If you are applying in irrelevant, I am repeating again, they are not going to select you. And these are the benefits they have explained. You will be becoming a Marie Curie Fellowship scholar. It's a very prestigious scholarship, and it's like a very good thing. You will be studying in France and Australia. Mainly your research work will be in France, but you will be also going to Australia for an year. So it's very important, I would say. Like for 6 to 12 months you will be staying in Australia. So this all depends on your project. For example, your project is different, then you may be studying in a different university. This all depends on your project. If your project is, for example, in a different university, they may be having different countries and different. For example, I have seen some projects, in those projects you have to spend some time in United States, you have to spend some time in Japan. So it's very important that you go through your project one by one. I am repeating again, apply in only those courses which are highly relevant to your skills. So you can see the detail of eligibility criteria. You have to meet this eligibility criteria, otherwise there is no way to apply. And you can see, for example, now if we go to the website of application, we'll be just clicking here and we'll see what the portal says actually. And it's a portal of the research group, and they are offering 60 plus PhD fellowships under the supervision of experienced researchers in France and Australia. It's a complete research group. So we will clicking on apply now, and we'll be uploading all the documents that are required. The main documents are your CV, your publications. If you have, list everything in your CV. If you are struggling to make a Europass CV, I have already made a video on Europass CV. Just check that video on my YouTube channel, and you will find a very good video, a very good video to make a Europass CV. I explained everything, that if you have a research experience, how to mention your research experience in CV. I also have explained how to write a letter of motivation for a PhD or for a master's degree. So go through those videos, you will find them very helpful. So it's important. And now you can see how to apply. By the way, I was telling the main documents, you need to have IELTS. In some cases, the IELTS is not mandatory, but you have to show that your prior education was in English. So these are the main documents: your letter of motivation, your CV. In some cases, you have to write a research proposal. But in your application, there are several stages of application. First they will ask you to apply online, then they evaluate your application, then they will call you for an interview, then they will in interview they will give you an assignment, and if you solve that assignment and they are satisfied with your work, then they will hire you, because it's a very competitive fellowship and they have to follow this procedure. But in some cases they don't just give the assignment, they just ask you for the interview. The interviews are around 30 to 40 minutes, and that's all. They select you if if they like your profile. So we can just create the account and we can just apply. I'm not gonna sign up for you guys. It's very easy to apply. You just read letter of recommendations, and in some cases you just have to provide the contacts of your referees. So I think it's bit clear now that how to apply. You just have to create an account here, and that's all. Just have to upload your documents, and nothing special that you need for this PhD or any other PhD. Everything is very simple. I have explained a step-by-step process that how to follow it. And if you are still struggling to find something related to PhD, I will make a very detailed video that why you should do a PhD and how to find a PhD in United States, like how to reach professors, how to write a research proposal. I will make a very detailed video, but this video was mainly about a Marie Curie Fellowship, how to apply for one of the most prestigious scholarships in the world. It's very important that you follow the guidelines that are given on the website, on the research group's website. And if your profile is aligning to their project, it's very easy that they select you. By the way, if you are finding for more scholarships, you can visit this website. It's like a very good website. You will find a lot of scholarships here. You can use these filters to search for scholarships, and you will find a plenty of scholarships, like how to prepare for Erasmus Mundus scholarship, Commonwealth scholarship 2025, Shivling scholarship, World Youth Forum. You will find a lot of PhD fellowships here and a master scholarships too. And for this video, that's all I think. And if you like the video, please feel free to subscribe our channel, so this boosts my confidence and I will keep making better videos. That's all guys. See you in the next video.